So, hey guys, this is Noel, Aegis and Mutual, and today, I'm gonna be talking about the matches I just want the about season 9, the second half, because now we are done because we have finished with this first half. So we finished it off with Excalibur versus Raiden, and now with Deska Step Out coming out, there's no like way we can people are wondering what's gonna be the premiere. Well, I don't know what the premiere will be, but I hope it'll be very good. As for the matchups, a prediction for the matchup I want to see in that battle. There's some few matches I want to talk about, but the most fair one, it'd be talking about the matches I want to see personally that could really make it to that battle. Now there are two ways for this one to go. We could either go for, however, I want to talk about the ones that really interested me. So let's talk about the matches I think could happen. One of them is Bill versus Discord. I could very well like to see this happening in the second half. But on the other hand, SpongeBob Square versus Gumball Watterson could also happen, considering Liam has always wanted to bring SpongeBob into a death battle, which would be really interesting because people have requested death opponent to be Chowder, but I personally think that Gumball is more likely, given it has a really huge legacy over the years. And finally, let's talk about Persona matchups. I personally don't know if we'll have Kamasi versus Hibiki, but so far, I hope this happens in the season 9 second half, because at this rate, there's no guarantee, because this match, it is versus Noel Vermin. It's pretty much like my most one at this point, because I really like both characters, and it shows me how I can relate to them in most different ways. But however, more importantly, I do hope this happens in season 9 second half, because we do need to bring BlazBlue Black and Persona back. It's been long since we had BlazBlue Black, and it was like 6 years ago, and with the latest one being Ragnar. Now Ragnar hasn't appeared yet, but Noel has to come. But BlazBlue needs to come back so we can have an actual debate. It's pretty debatable, but I do know Noel wins this match. And also, even though there's one more thing before we talk about Noel versus Aegis, let's go back to cartoon matchups. I personally think that Ruby versus Maka will not happen due to Ben saying that he'll wait to Ruby for Ruby's full potential. So Ruby versus Maka probably will not happen in season 9 in second half. Now SpongeBob versus Gumball, I could very see this being a tie with Bill versus Discord. With Bill versus Discord on the other hand. However, I can personally see this being a very close battle, because both SpongeBob and Gumball have crazy powers. However, at the end of the day, I do expect SpongeBob to come out the winner. Also, more importantly, this matchup is a huge one that's been requested for Death Battle for like quite a lot. I've seen it requested everywhere, and everywhere I go, I keep seeing this matchup. So I think it'd be really interesting if we don't have Bill versus Discord and they replace it with this matchup. Something I think SpongeBob would really like. He's my friend on Discord, and he really appreciates this fight. So overall, I do think that I don't know which cartoon matchup we'll get in season 6 second half, but I do hope we see Noel versus Aegis, because I do think we can settle for a BlazBlue Persona episode, which would be really interesting for me, because I really love both characters. And we know Sailor Moon's not coming to that battle because they don't know who he should face. They talk about Sailor Moon's Goku, and they want to do it, but they're afraid Sailor Moon would win. So also, this is my prediction for the season 9 second half. I know many matches. I'm sorry for that. However, because I'll show you in my playlist what I want to see in the second half. The one matchups I want to see happen are my number one being Noel versus Aegis, Posse Elgar versus Kyle Ren, Posse we could possibly get Saber, and if she do comes, I hope she either fights Kyle or ES from BlazBlue, but Noel versus are likely. BlazBlue will probably not come back until maybe years later. So if we ever get Ash, and we ever get and I was something wondering if we ever get Cup and Death, but I hope his opponent is Bendy, because that's my favorite for him. I do like Hat Kid, but I don't like PK a little bit, but I do think Bendy's more like a Cuphead. And even if we don't get SpongeBob versus Gumball in the season, I do hope we can get Peter versus Homer, because it's also really requested, because I really see that one. And I hope we also get Groove versus Megamind, because I'm a huge fan of it, and I really hope that it comes to that belt. And I do expect Megamind to come out the winner. Also, even if we don't get Blaze Blue, I'm sure we can get Rosalie versus Palutena, because it's been long since they've done a Mario character. And I think Rosalie and Palutena will certainly fit that role. So overall, the matchup I want to see happen are Rosalie versus Palutena, the Groove versus Megamind, Cuphead versus Ben, the Saber versus Kyle, Ocho versus Kate, and finally Noah versus Aegis. Those are my matchup predictions for season 9. Bye guys, I'll see you later.